avoid being spell locked. He gets Mist of Fury and dispels the dot. A trap now, landing the pillar, and now Cubsy is in trouble.
Healthy Man dropping low. He has his cooldowns to survive. Chanimal's dropping very low. No Spearing like now. Warwick's getting so low. Had to use his own wall as well as that health stone. Both teams are getting rotted down. Chanimal's incredibly low. He's just about kiting. Blizzard reconnects that huge gateway, but Blizzard reconnects. He has the execute range. He pops the battle cry. Bash on the Cubsy. I think he should be able to take, but a blind onto Blizzard is what's keeping them alive right now. But if that ends, he might be able to take him out. All teams very low once again. The half fear breaks on the Cubsy. Pummel on the Chanimal's execute range. He gets finished. He finally gets the execute off. The defensive blind was nearly enough for them to survive. But XRB to the moon takes game number one.
He's not out of it yet. Wealthy Man wants to close out this game. Cubsy getting interrupted. Everyone is dying. Splizzle gets lower and lower, but he wants to close out this game. Wealthy Man and Chanimals need to avoid some damage. Another fear on the Chanimals. He ports away. He needs to run away from Blizzo. Full blind coming in from Wealthy Man just to keep his team alive a little bit longer in this situation. Cubsy completely tapped on mana. Blizzo moving in for the execute. Is he going to be able to get it? Fair form comes in from
charge.
He just leaps away. He gets charged to execute. And eventually, XRB to the moon will claim game number 2.
And now XRB to the moon is just one game away from completely.
Did a lot of damage onto Blizzo as well as that touch of their spell locks onto Cubsy. Once again, Warwick Chanimal's doing an excellent job here with these spell locks. Chanimal's dropping low as well. He has that wall if needed, but at this stage of 40% dampening, I'm not sure if it's going to do much. They catch out Looney once again. Chun-Li doing excellently. The Infernal Stun comes out as well. Beautiful Fizz. Chanimal's very low. He might just go down right now. The Spirit Link just about in the nick of time. Once again, Blizzo is denied to finish them both. The spell lock onto Cubsy though right now. The Astral Shift comes out. They're all very low from that Spirit Link. Chun-Li has to peel Blizzard. He might be able to kill him as well. The Iron Bark comes out, but the full seduce, it gets interrupted right now. Looney does have the Iron Bark, and this is looking dire for Super Frogs right now.
Chun-Li trying to keep the snares up onto Blizzo and just kite all 3 members flailing for their life right now for Super Frogs. Tournament life on the line. Chanimal ports away, trying to do one last step on the water, but Blizzo closes out the game, closes out the series, and sends Super Frogs packing.
Man, honestly, if you were an NA fan there, I think you started to feel the hope. It almost looked like it would be possible. Like you would see the reverse sweep. Chun-Li, an absolute god.
Nice Earth and Shield totem, but now Peekaboo getting swapped to an exploded. Stunned on his trinket on 10%. Absurge gets fully sapped. He's relentless. Peekaboo's completely alone. How is he going to survive? Wealthy Man gunning him down. A fear to follow it up. Perfect crowd control from the Super Frogs, buying every possible second, but it's not enough. Absurge clutches it out with the Spearling totem, but it's going to be a race to the finish to kill Cubsy. If they can't kill him soon, they are running out of time.
Indeed, they're just about to live, but Cubsy also very low. Uses a trinket. He gets kicked into a full cap stun on his ascendance right now. He needs to cast at the heals. Peekaboo gets put into the kidney as well. Absurge trying to heal for his life. He got kicked as well by Wealthy Man, doing such an incredible job on that assassination rogue. He's going so low on HP. Soon Peekaboo though will have his vendetta, and I think that could be a lot of trouble for Cubsy.
He has to stay alive. 7 more seconds. He has to stay alive. 5 more seconds. Can he make it to that point? Absurge gets locked out. Kidney shot is secured for the kill. Drain Soul being channeled. Absurge dispels the dot. A trap now landed on the channel, but Peekaboo ultimately falls right as vendetta became available for Cubsy. Both teams from North America bringing what North America does best. They're just going to be raining down damage as the move. Cower in terror on match point behind the boxes, doing whatever they can to stay alive. Full kidney shot from Wealthy Man. WizK Trinket Stun. He knows he needs to do whatever he can to get pressure going, but Cubsy is just deflecting it left and right. Nobody's taking damage. Chanimal's all over them with a lot of unstable afflictions being cast. And Garo from Wealthy Man. A Garo for the entire team. Everybody is going to start to rot down here for the move.
Indeed, Wealthy Man is crushing WizK. A cross kick on the Absurge. This might be the end. The Earth and Shield Tome is the only thing keeping him alive. A half seduce on the Absurge might ground them the kill. WizK getting lower and lower, and that's gonna be it. Super Frogs take that 3rd game. They played so phenomenal in this matchup, and they go 3-1, moving on against XRB to the moon.
Super Frogs, yes, now they will play against XRB. And the main thing is that's going to be another elimination series. The winner of that.
They do try to make a setup onto possibly Chun-Li with no trinket, but they're not able to connect. And Maru is actually the one on the back foot off the back of that fear crowd control on Ratapai, and it's still following up. Ratapai needs to do something quick here to pick Maru up. The ice block is now over, but in the meantime, Cubsy gets kidney shot. Maru blinks in. Vendetta has been popped. How will Cubsy deal with this once again? Astral Shift gets traded out. Perfect cooldown timings from Cubsy. This should allow him to survive unless Maru can sneak in some extra damage, but he gets spell locked by Chanimal. Chanimal knows exactly what he needs to stop. Now fearing Acro off of Cubsy. Perfect defensive play, and now Maru is on the back foot with no ice block, blinking away from Chun-Li and still trying to be aggressive. It's a race to the finish, but Ratapai gets fully feared. Who will fall first? Capacitator Totem has been landed, but Maru is being drained sold. Cubsy is trinketed out. Maru hangs on. He gets life gripped back behind the pillar, and now Cubsy is in trouble. Barrage connects on 5%, but it's more than enough as making a movie secure game number 1.
What a start to this series. Absolutely insane, and you can hear them behind us right now. Still getting loud here. They want to make sure that they play it out. It's looking pretty grim, though, for Super Frogs, and we are going to see them finally decide to leave there, making a move.
Going to on any resolve. He fake cast the kick. He goes for the follow-up fear. Not able to get it. Actually fearing Acro. Now fearing Rata. Maru in trouble. Will it be enough? Unfortunately, the fear was still DR'd onto Ratapai. Pain suppression connects. That will stall out the game. Now it's up to making a movie to make something happen here as they swap to Cubsy, catching him midfield in a kidney shot. Cheap shot follow-up. Maru getting Fist of Fury away by Chun-Li to peel. Astral Shift gets traded out quite evenly. Spell lock secured onto Ratapai. Wind Shear now onto the Shadow Man. Good follow-up from Cubsy. Maru still under fire, but Rapture should be enough for Ratapai here to stabilize. Mana, though, not looking good for making a movie.
Indeed, and that Rapture is their last huge defensive for quite some time, so he has used that and they're stabilized, but the next go from Super Frogs could be a devastating one onto Maru. There's the Fist of Fury, there's this burst damage, so much damage! He's gonna get finished! He sapped Ratapai, spell locks his trinket! Surely he goes down, and that Temporal Shield doesn't proc! And there it is, Super Frogs tying things up 1-1 with this Windwalk Lock Shaman.
And we can see this is going to be a series right
those
now.
defensive quarters. He's taking a lot of burst damage himself. The missiles after missiles getting completely slaughtered. Cubsy just about out healing this. He doesn't really have too many defense quarters. He has the Ascendus and the Spirit Link if needed. Maru taking a lot of damage. The Temporal Shield comes down. I'm not sure if it'll be enough. Chanimal's get super low. Maru super low as well. The Temporal Shield actually gets purged and he might just go down. He has the Ice Block if needed. Chun-Li even trying to crackle his way to victory but is unable to find it. Good hold from Maru, playing excellently defensively.
Yeah, that greed will let him use Ice Block to break crowd control to go for a kill, potentially right here and now. There's the Spirit Link and the Trinket used together, and now they get a double stun. Ratapai has nothing. Acro could easily fall as a Fist of Fury, Rising Sun Kick, Whirling Dragon Punch, every single type of attack from a monk in the game to take Acro down. This was the most well-played game of 3v3 I think I've seen this expansion. Both teams completely tapped. They laid everything out on the table.
And folks, the implications of this in the series are
a full blind, and Chanimal's on the run, trying to kite paralysis on Acro. Interferes are buying more time, but now Arcane Missiles will get nether warded. Chanimal gates across the map. He needs to keep kiting. This crowd control is almost going to last infinity. He has to avoid them for as long as possible. He's just hiding in the room, cowering in the corner, waiting for Cubsy to get out of this crowd control, but it's just so long. Can he connect it? He gets the Spirit Link in the final seconds. Chun-Li gets his way in there as well, but now they can swap off that. The health has been redistributed. Cubsy is forced to immediately retreat back to the Tombstone on the side. Ratapai moving in for a potential Psychic Scream. Ratapai is almost completely tapped. They've got maybe 1 or 2 more setups left in them. Will they be able to do it? Cubsy caught into the stun. Maru blinks into perfect position to avoid being spell locked. He gets Fist of Fury on the final seconds, but it is not going to be enough. Making a movie tie this up. We are going to game number 5.
We are going all the way to a game number 5 to determine who will continue to fight in the lower portion of the bracket. Making a movie all of the sudden. I just can't even believe that they're able to do it, but they will not have that advantage.
A ton of damage is flying forward. Cubsy has Earthen Shield, but he drops Spirit Link Totem instead. This might end up being a bit of an error. That's such an emergency cooldown, and I don't know if that situation really called for it. Now he's not going to have that to get out of a situation later on, but Ratapai is almost doomed. Who is going to finish this match? We're on Game 5. Tournament lives on the line. Will North America stay in it? Cubsy caught into another stun from Acro. He's going all in. Maru displays his back. Chanimal trying to back him up with some spam fears, but instant dispel. Gets kidney shot on the dispel. Fear onto Ratapai. Great crowd control from the Super Frogs. Right now, Maru is in trouble. Drained Soul is being channeled. Chanimal's trying to drain victory from this team as the Hex is secured. Maru will fall. The Super Frogs keep their dreams alive in game number 5.
Oh my goodness, and this is going to be, mean another NA team is going to advance. We have 2 teams from the EU and 2 teams from NA in our top 4. The Super Frogs Frogs have done it. They have
closed out this game. XRB to the Moon's pressure is mounting at this time in the get match.
Perfect portal timing by Walrix. As soon as Looney was crowd control, he portals out. Now he's moving in. Waz caught into another leg sweep. Chaz drops the barrier to reduce incoming damage on Waz. Penance is flying in to heal him back up, but it's only maintaining his health as dampening is ramping up to 25% healing reduction. Chaz still has the mana lead. Waz is really the opening target here for XRB, but there's the blind. Let's see if Looney commits the trinket. Blizzo is just going to pre-port back behind the pillar. He pre-walls this stun, but I'm not sure if that will be enough. At this far into dampening, there's a ton of damage as Blizzo could make a critical throw here and will ultimately go down. Looney out of position to save him, but the Black are looking to take game number 1, as it is very unlikely that Walrix will take Swapsy down. Method Black dominating performance in game 1.
The only 2 undefeated teams in this tournament, and they are going to put a show on for us in the blind pick. And I